I am Eric Kirubi. I am the Chief Manager, Internal Audit at the Kenya Bureau of Standards. Back in, in primary school, because I really loved, the numbers, and I had an uncle of mine who was an accountant. I would hear accountants deal with numbers, they do a lot of maths, So I felt that this is the course that I would like to, because I really loved working with the numbers. And then as I progressed, I joined now high school, there was a subject, accounting. And I said, this is what I want to do. So I went for that course. And that's when I started learning that other than being an accountant, there are other options when you pursue a course in accountancy. You are not just an accountant, you can be an auditor, you can be a finance manager. And I would say my interest developed from that point. After graduating from the University of Nairobi, Bachelor of Commerce, then I started my career in an external audit firm. I rose to a position of a senior auditor. Then after 2 years, I decided to join one of our clients as a project accountant. I worked for like 2 years and as a finance manager, where I worked for 4 years. Then after 4 years, I felt that I need to go back to audit. And this time, I went now, the position that came was, or the chance that came was for internal audit in a public institution, where I joined as an assistant manager. Then I worked there for about 7 years. Then joined another public institution as a deputy director, internal audit, where I served for 5 years before now coming to KEBS as a chief manager, internal audit. A typical day in my life as the head of internal audit, I have a team of about 10 auditors. We have that, what we are calling the collective, a collection of skills, so that in any assignment, we know what skills are required, we know who is skilled in that. So we have like a matrix of skills, so that even allocating assignments is based on those skills. But the good thing is that we are guided by a standard, the global internal audit standards. And what the standard requires of us is that the head of audit should maintain a collective, a collection of skills. Not that you have one individual who have all the skills, but we should have collectively the skills that are required to achieve the mandate of the institution. As internal audit, we have a vision, and our vision is to be a trusted partner committed to organizational excellence. And when we talk of organizational excellence here, we are talking about KEBS, excellence in achieving the strategic objectives of KEBS strategic plan. Mainly we focus on 3 areas. There's governance, risk management, and controls, or what we use an acronym GRC. So in governance, we look at how the organization is managed, the issues of corporate governance, the ethics, the issues of the board, the oversight, how the board resolutions are implemented by management. Then on the issues of risk management, we look at the implementation of the risk management framework. How effective is it? Is it managing the risk as effectively as it is expected to do? Are we also maybe within our risk appetite? Then we give suggestions on areas of improvement. Then on the issues of the controls, we look at the processes, we evaluate processes. How effective are the controls in managing risks? Our findings are usually, we call them exceptions in audit language. And the exceptions are now the deviation from the criteria. We are saying that reconciliations should be done on a daily basis, but now here they are done on a weekly basis, for example. So that is an exception, because it's a deviation from the criteria. And those are the ones now we would call the non-conformities, or the exceptions, or the maybe what I'm referring to as the areas of improvement. After every audit, we give a report, possibly with the areas for possible improvements, and we also give recommendations, which we also agree with management how they are going to be implemented. And that works towards achievement of the strategic objectives of KEBS, which are also pegged on the better agenda. For example, an area of like the micro, the small and micro enterprises. You find that that is part of the better agenda. It's a focus point And as KEBS, we are also contributing to that, because as we do the certifications, the issues of the quality, we are looking at these institutions, and we are also offering support them for trade. So I would say that's how the internal audit plugs into the KEBS strategic plan, which is also contributing to the better agenda of the government. And I may also mention that it's a requirement by the law, by the Public Financial Management Act, that every government institution should have an internal audit department. Because we are also audited, and there's a legal requirement that after at least 5 years, we should be reviewed by an external party who should also give a report on whether we are doing the right thing as internal auditors. So in terms of the external auditor or the Office of the Auditor General, we have a close relationship, because what happens as internal audit, we are in the institution, we are in KEBS, we work in KEBS, so we spend our day-to-day with the management, and the external auditors, they usually come at the end of the financial year to review the processes of KEBS. Then the external auditors, who are now the Office of the Auditor General, they report to the shareholders, who here now the shareholders of an institution like KEBS are the public. And that's why we find that the reports of the Auditor General go to the Parliament, because they are the representatives of the public. My name is Eric Kirubi, and I'm proudly KEBS.